An American ship carrying cargo from Miami has docked in Havana, Cuba. It marks the continuation of direct maritime links between the two cities in more than half a century. There are still no diplomatic relations between the U.S. and Cuba. They've been ideological foes since Fidel Castro took charge in 1959. CCTV's Michael Voss joins us live now from Havana, Cuba, with more. Michael.
Elaine, Miami is little more than 200 miles from Havana, and yet between the U.S. trade embargo and the travel ban, there have been very few maritime links. Any ship, in fact, which sails into Cuban waters without U.S. permission cannot dock in the United States for 6 months. Before the revolution, there used to be an overnight car and passenger ferry. No cars and passengers on this latest ship, but it is a landmark voyage.
The Ana Cecilia sailed into Havana Bay early in the morning and without any fanfare. Under the Obama administration, Cuban-American families are allowed to send items like food, medicines, appliances and clothes to relatives back home. U.S. charities and religious groups can also send such humanitarian aid. Before, this was mainly brought in as passenger luggage on planes. Now, Miami's International Port Corporation has received government permission to establish a weekly shipping service to Havana.
The press hasn't published this yet. I heard about it from other people. They said some packages arrived from people in Miami that were authorized to be sent to Cuba. We hope this continues for the benefit of the people.
It is a help. It doesn't have anything to do with politics or with anything. People here can't buy these things being sent because there aren't enough products here. Outside, there are places that will send a package to a family here with things bought over there. Meat, chicken, etc. It is a help that they send things directly.
But others were less impressed.
I've been fishing off the Maritime seawall for the past 12 years. I don't think the appearance of a new flag on the waters of Havana Harbor is going to change my lifestyle.
There are regular container ships sailing from other U.S. ports which bring commercial food supplies which were removed from the U.S. trade embargo several years ago. Today, the United States is the largest exporter of food to Cuba. What sets the Ana Cecilia apart is that it came directly from Miami, home to the largest Cuban-American community, including the main anti-Castro and anti-communist Cuban-American organizations.
What President Obama has done is ease some of the restrictions that were imposed by the Bush administration, letting Cuban Americans come home as often as they want and send goods and money home. Some of that will now come by ship. Certainly when I take the charter flight from Miami to Havana, it's packed with people bringing huge amounts of luggage, everything from 20-inch, 40-inch televisions to sacks full of clothes, and that will now come on the ship. But what the Obama administration has done is enforce the embargo much more strictly than under the Bush administration. A large number of companies have been fined for breaking the sanctions. Only this week, a Canadian company was fined more than $1 million for sending brewer's malt to Cuba. Elaine.
Okay, Michael Voss reporting live from Havana.